Hello, I'm Benson and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about this robot vacuum cleaner by Trifo, and the model number is Max W. The reason why I want to show you this one is because the price is really affordable now. But this one here, I got it from Amazon for £110. It has a built-in surveillance camera like the one that I showed you guys I think a couple of months back, and that was a novelty thing. I thought it was quite fun to play with, but actually it might be quite useful for some people who have pets at home or use it as a surveillance camera. My video is not scripted, so it's just my experience of opening the box and using it the first time. If you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. So the suction wise, it states on paper 2500 PA. Now, I never really go with the specification on paper. As long as it cleans well, that's fine. As usual, I will run it in my studio and see what it picks up. I will throw a few metal stuff in there and see if they pick that up as well. I think that will be a good test. Comes in the box like this. It's about 5.5 kilos, so altogether it's not that heavy. In the UK, it's £110, so I will guess about $100 for the US market. Now, I buy most of my stuff from Amazon now because if you buy from a website like Wish or other places, it might turn up like a vacuum cleaner on the palm size kind of thing for 100 quid. But saying that, in the past, I have done a few videos on a good product and then they jack up the price. So don't blame me if the price is not like that anymore. It can do 120 minutes at a full charge. 600ml is the dustbin size. See where it is on the phone. So this is a smart version of this kind of robots. The first generation, they just randomly going around the house or your room, and eventually if it goes around long enough, it will cleanse every spot. But this one here actually plans to cover every bit of your carpet and is a much more efficient way to clean. As a fun fact, this one actually have a camera in the front, so it will record, and motion detection as well. So, you know, if someone walk in front of your Hoover while you're away, then they send an alert to your phone. This one, you can ask Alexa to link into your robot. I don't ever use that function. I just whip out my phone and press a button. But if you are into a smart system like I am, you can actually tell. I'm not going to say the name because it could activate all my stuff here. Packaging wise, I do like it. It looks very professional. It's not like it come in some kind of, like, you know, paper wrapper, but actually come in a nice presentation box. Out of the box, this is what it looks like. I like the design. I think, is this the information leaflet? Wow, okay. I like it. They do spend some time in terms of designing your information leaflet. This is a very good indicator of how good or how bad the product is. If you get a flimsy booklet with some Chinglish, then you know that you bought a not so premium product. You know what, guys? I'm so glad that my £100 didn't turn up to be like, you know, a palm-sized vacuum, because this actually looks really good. And the camera is facing upwards. It has a few clever sensors in there, like any other robot vacuum. So it has a drop sensor, so it wouldn't go just roll off the edge or your stairs. So if you take out this foam, this is just for transportation. You have to remove it before use, because the front is actually a kind of a mechanical switch. So when it hits something, it will stop the motor and then it will change direction. And it also have some other sensor in there which should sense the room size as such. Most of the vacuum cleaner that I have tested has two. So one on this side, one on this side, and then they rotate opposite direction to push all the dust in the middle of the path where the suctions occur. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work, but it's just the first time that I have tested one which is like this. And the bottom here, that's the opening. And if you remove that, then that's how you clean the roller, and the dust go in from this slot as it moves. The build actually feels quite solid, so I'm quite impressed so far. Rated power is 40 volt. Battery capacity is 5,200 milliamps per hour. And it comes with a docking station, which I can show you in a minute. Must be on top here. So once you lift up the lid, you have access to the dustbin here. and this is the cartridge of the dustbin. Okay, so filter on the top and the dust collected here, and then you just tip it out. So 3-pin plug because I'm in the UK, and a length of wire. Okay, here's the docking station with the connectors. When the machine roll over, it will charge. So let's set it up and have a play. Okay, so the app you need is called the company, which is Trifo Home. And once you open, you need to add device, and then you need to choose which one you have. So this time we have the Max or Maxwell. Okay, so I couldn't work the machine because they say the battery is low, so I just have to leave it charged for a little bit then. That's disappointing. So once you download the app and the Wi-Fi blue LED is flashing, so it's ready to receive your Wi-Fi password as such. Enter your Wi-Fi password on the app, all right, and then click for QR code. And the camera is right here, then you let the camera see your QR code.
Connecting now.
And that's it. And just wait.
I'm connected to your Wi-Fi network. Charging.
Okay, so now the thing is connected. You can give it a name. I'm just going to leave it as default, which is my robot vacuum. There is the update, so always install the update. Okay, once you updated the software, now you should have full control on the robot itself. On the main screen here, it shows you what your room size. Obviously, we haven't done the clean yet, so it doesn't have a chance to scan the room. Or you can press start video to see the camera.
Video surveillance is on.
So I'm actually in the view of the robot. The robot is looking kind of up with the lid on. Close the lid. All right, so let's press clean and see what it does on table. Now, because it has a anti-drop sensor, you can see that it's not coming off my table. It sends the edge and then it will go back the opposite direction. And when it hits the side of the table, it just turns around and move on to somewhere else. At the same time, what it does is actually scanning the room. So it starts to build a area of what is cleaning, and it draws a path where it has been, and this is how it managed to make sure that it cleans every part of your room. Much better than the random cleaning robots. And it does that while filming as well. I mean, you don't have to look at the camera, you can actually switch it off. Oh, you can record actually. I don't want to record it. And the video.
Video surveillance is on.
And it finished cleaning the table. But when you switch it to max, it's actually really noisy. So if you set up the robot to clean at night, then I wouldn't recommend using that. Actually, I would recommend just point it to middle. But for me, I like the robot to clean thoroughly, so I will always leave it on maximum. I just make sure I don't schedule it like, you know, in the sleep time. Usually after dinner, the kind of time when everyone is like out of the room, my robot will come out clean. Or you can actually set it whenever you want to clean. Just press the clean button. There's a lot of other functions that you can do. For example, you can set up a motion detection, so when people walk past, it will kind of wakes up the camera or give you a notification. But I think the most important function for me is the scheduling. So for example, you can set schedule of when the robot actually clean. For example, I will set it at 9:05 at night time when everyone is out of the way, and repeat. You can do it like pick the days of the week that you want. For example, you can clean every other day or just do it every day. It's a robot. You can make it work as hard as you want. Cleaning mode, you've got quiet mode, normal mode, and turbo mode. So like I say, If you do have a lot of like, you know, hair from the pets and stuff like that, you need a maximum cleaning on carpet, then choose turbo mode. So the robot draw a little map of my table. The charging station is over there. So it is like this. The places that can go and clean is kind of in that area. You can also like use a joystick button.
Control mode to move me around or to assign tasks.
I'm trying to push it off the table, but it wouldn't because of the anti-drop sensor. It's actually quite fun.
Video surveillance is on.
And you can actually play like a remote control car. But because it's looking up, it's not really looking at where it's going. So it's not as good as the model that I have tried before, where the camera kind of looks forward and up. So you can actually see where you're cleaning. When you need to recharge, what it does is it will go back to the dot automatically. As long as you have enough space for it to go back, it will find its way back to the dock and recharge.
Charging.
So effectively, you can have a robot which works for you every day of the week, out of the way when you schedule it, and it's just cleaning until the bin needs to empty. Then you just empty it maybe once a week or once every other day if you are really dusty environment and loads of hair, etc. Clean. So loads of metal washers right here. Oh, it's climbing over my laptop. But it come back down, so it doesn't get stuck. I was expecting it to tangle up with the wires, but it was okay. I mean, so far it's doing okay. It's mapping the room. Okay, so far I haven't got stuck yet. So just pushing stuff around, climbing over, coming back down, it was okay. I mean, I know I'm repeating saying this, but I think 100 pounds, this is fine. I got some metal washer here. And it's gone. So he took the metal washer. So what I couldn't show you just now was that it got stuck on my kind of a different level of carpet, and there was some rubbish bag which it doesn't auto detect. And guess what? It comes up on my Apple Watch. So when it gets stuck cleaning and you're watching a movie in your living room, you can go and rescue the robot. I'm going to dismiss it now because I freed it already, which is quite cool. Okay, here I really want to show you the cleaning power of the machine. I'm going to put it on full suction, so it's going to be a bit loud. Yep, I'm going to move it forward and backwards. This is like a remote control car, but with a cleaning power built in. And for some reason, the single brush, I don't think is cleaning as good as the double one. But apart from that, this robot is doing quite well. So let's have a look. So first of all, the static will pick up a lot of dust onto the body. That is same for all vacuum cleaner that I have tested. So to take out the dump bin, you push it down and slide it up. So it managed to pick up a metal washer, which I am actually quite impressed. Okay, it looks like the filter is doing its job. It's picking up all the fine dust. onto the filter here. It would be nice if they include kind of a little brush or something. It would be nice to use a brush to kind of brush off all the dust here. Small washer, medium size washer, big piece of a metal washer. So suction 2,500 PA I think is correct. But mind you, the more expensive one can go up to like 3,600, 4,000. Hair, definitely picking up the hair, but the fine dust as well, they do kind of like, you won't even see it on the carpet, but it's picking it up. So this one really bang for the buck. Yeah, so here we go. Metal washer, big piece of plastic, wood, fine dust, hair. It picks it up, no problem. The box is not that big, but this is like 5-10 minutes of cleaning. I didn't let it run throughout the whole room, so I'm sure you can pick up a lot more. So that's all I have time for you today. Hopefully I have shown you what this Trifo model, the Max W, can do, and if it is a good value for money, put it in the comment section and let me know. For me, myself personally, 100 quid. This is fantastic. I mean, if you want to spend more money, you can get a better camera. Now this one here, why this one is cheaper than the next model, which is about £150 more, is that this one doesn't have object avoidance. The other one that I tested, which is the more expensive version, it has like an object avoidance. What it means is if you put a pair of trainers in front of this particular model, it will not know that it's a pair of trainers. It's an obstacle, but what we'll do is, if it is big enough an obstacle, like a wall, it will kind of stop because of the sensor, and then it will turn around and go clean something else. But if you leave a pair of trainers in front of it, most likely what it will do is it will push it around until it kind of activates this mechanical switch, and then it will turn around. So if you're clumsy and you don't care and you leave things around, the robot might not clean your room properly, and you might get a lot of prompt on your phone, on your watch, to say that this robot is stuck. And then you have to go and rescue it, free it, and then it will move again. Whereas the more expensive model, when I throw stuff around on the floor just to test it, it actually detects that they are kind of a pair of trainers, their shoes or towel or something, and it will actually actively avoid those areas, and then it will carry on cleaning. So I guess you're paying for the smart level, intelligence level of the robot. They do call it AI somehow, but I don't know what kind of AI they have in the system to learn those kind of things. Thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time with more interesting gadget. Bye bye.